comfortable then,
Go
man.
to the line.
And I'll leave for the next platoon. It's like, that's the last guy that made me eat.
Come on, gentlemen!
Get on my nose! Aye, sir! 11! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No, sir!
Out the line!
Yes, sir!
38!
Aye, sir! Aye, sir!
Out the line!
Yes, sir! Ready!
Close steps still on! Relax everybody right now!
Ground base 1, sir! 1 shot! 1 kill!
Conformity to tradition.
Here one.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions? Doctor, right? Maybe learn about that Marine's family, maybe learn about something else, right?
Yes, sir.
For those of us that go, like I said, to deploy units, there's a thing called integrated. It can have a big effect on the way we interact with those locals, right?
Yes, sir.
Next slide.
Aye, sir.
Robert. Scotto. Mary. Preston.
Hey Tiffany, how's it going?
Hey, good. Thank you so much for being willing to meet with me.
Yeah, thanks for hopping on. I appreciate it. I know it's kind of, normally we'd have you come in person, but this is how we're doing things now. So I'm Captain Coggins, like we talked about over the phone. Alright, so what we're going to do today is we'll talk about the, we're going to talk about the screening form that you sent in. We'll talk a little bit about the PLC program, some of the basic requirements, address some of the waivers that you might need for the application process. And then we're going to talk about Officer Candidate School. Take a look at those, and what I want you to do is go through each one and rank the number one choice that you have all the way to the last choice, and then we're going to talk about each one, and we'll go from there.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, awesome. Can you tell me a little bit more about why you chose that?
Sure. I was at a table at one of the meetings.
So your parents were both in the Air Force, right?
Yes. yes, they were. They're both in the Air Force, so it's a little bit of a change for me to be Marine Corps. But I just really liked what they stood for, what the Marines stood for, and that they're the first to fight.
My rank is Sergeant Major. Full name is Chester Wilson III. Spelling of my first name is Chester. Last name Wilson, Wilson. I'm currently serving as the District Sergeant Major for the 4th Marine Corps District. My hometown is Lane, South Carolina. Well, the Marine Corps, first and foremost, have dealt with a lot of challenges in our history. But one of the things that the Marine Corps is proud of is that we have been able to overcome, adapt, and improvise to the certain different situations that have come about. So far as this current pandemic that is going on right now, the Marine Corps has taken deliberate steps in order to follow the public health guidance that has been set forth, not only for the Marines, the poolies, the applicants, but as well as their families. All traveling has been deliberately postponed, all right, unless it is mission essential issues, and we're just doing our best to follow the guidelines as we accomplish this mission that has been set forth and utilize the technology that we have been afforded. One of the first things that we do, if we have notice ahead of time that a young man or a young woman, a potential applicant, would like to sit down and talk with a recruiter, a Marine, what we want to do first and foremost is ask them certain questions to ensure that they do not have symptoms of the COVID-19 or have been around others with those particular symptoms in order to protect them as well as the Marine that they will be meeting with. But once they pass through that screening, per se, and they make it into the office, we want to make sure that we still exercise enough distance between them as well as the recruiter in order to conduct a good formal interview, but at the same time still adhere to the public health policies that's available out there for us. So with the MEPS, they follow up under their own rules, regulations, and guidelines. We work with them hand in hand as the situation continues to change. Before we take any young man or young woman who is desirous of becoming a Marine to the Military Interest Processing Center, we try to exercise a 14-day quarantine prior to them going down there. And in that way, we make sure that the applicant, the poolee, is safe. We make sure that it's safe for the recruiter that will be taking them down there, as well as the MEP staff that is there. Prior to them starting any type of physical or testing, certain questions or screening questions are asked to make sure that the applicant is safe, and we continue with the same professionalism and standards that we've always exercised in order to make sure the right people have the challenge and opportunity of becoming a Marine. Once again, training must continue. The Marine Corps, as you know, being a force in readiness, even when America is not ready itself, we still have to make Marines. We still have to guard our country and our country's way of life. So the Marine Corps Recruit Depot and the Recruit Training Regiment down there has implemented a 14-day quarantine also. So any new enlisted Marine recruit that's going to boot camp or officer candidate going to officer candidate school will go through an immediate 14-day quarantine once they go down there. But we back that up a little bit to ensure that prior to them shipping, they're not displaying any COVID-19 symptoms or even have been around anyone who has had those symptoms also. Once they're there, training continues, but at the same time we have a medical staff there that will watch after them and make sure that they're safe prior to going on with their training. I would tell any young man or any young woman who has aspiration of joining the United States military, and most specifically the Marine Corps, is that that challenge is still available to them. It is still a good decision to serve our country, and also the goal or aspiration of becoming one of the few to proud the Marines. We will continue to be a force in readiness, and I think that it's still a great option for young men and young women who truly want to do something for their lives, okay, and take care of their future goals. So far as their parents, ma'am, sir, hey, this is still a great option. I know you have great goals and aspirations for your kids, and this is an opportunity for them to not stir in a different direction, but in order to enhance it in a way that they can still serve their country and also accomplish their personal goals.